in to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
Hey, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Oh, Mano's here.
Yes.
And
And somebody else
who
is here.
this?
Wow. I'm not just any brand. I'm
Wow.
my own brand.
Jasmine Brand
Excuse
is
me.
She
here.
ain't been here in
Booked
so
and
long. It's
busy.
been,
I
what,
see
2
you, girl.
months?
Excuse
3
me.
months,
I was here like 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
We
it
don't
feels
remember.
like a long time.
Mano was not here.
But speaking of who's going to be here today, from the play Super Freak, the Rick James story, we have Stokley. He's the lead singer of Mint Condition, by the way. Jakarius Johnson, who executive produced the play, and Ty James, who is Rick James's only daughter.
Oh,
So they'll
beautiful.
all be joining us today.
Mint
And when I
Condition,
tell you,
remember that.
I heard that play is good, actually.
Super Freak, the Rick James story, when I tell you the stories they're going to tell today, boy, listen, it's uncensored.
Oh,
if
great.
you want to go see a play that is not for kids,
That's the
I
white
want
one.
to see that. Mint
Yeah.
Condition. That's Pretty Brown Eyes.
Yep.
yes, indeed. He's playing Rick James, the lead singer,
Yeah.
Stokley. He's also a solo artist. He has a
Nice.
couple of solo albums out as well. All right, well, let's start this show off with some love and positivity, because after that, it's going downhill. All right? There's going to be a lot of beef that we're going to have to discuss today, whether or not you like it. Rick Ross is still going right now. Still going right now. Do you want to know who wrote Sicko Mode, the verse for Drake? He's just still going. But anyway, let's spread some love. 800-292-5150. Let's shine a light. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee. My guy Mano's in the building. Jasmine's here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own
Finally.
brand.
It's going to be a great week, guys. And let's get into Shine a Light. And today, I want to shine a light on gymnast Morgan Price.
Okay.
She is the first athlete from an HBCU to win a national collegiate championship. She goes to Fisk University. And she is the first USA Gymnastics Collegiate National Champion from an HBCU.
Nice.
Now, originally, she was going to go to Arkansas,
Okay.
but then the coach from Fisk University was like, do you want to make history? And she has made history. She was also on CBS Morning. She was on with Gayle King, and here's what she said.
I made the decision to switch just to inspire the younger generation so that younger African American girls can see that HBCU gymnastics is a thing and that we can compete with the best of the best.
Okay.
Let's go Fist.
I
Okay.
love that. Congratulations to Morgan Price. All right, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Batovia, who you want to shine a light on?
Well, it's really shining a light on love and the love of my life. It can still happen.
Okay.
Past half a century, and I was finally able to recognize. We recognize each other, so I'm about to relocate and everything.
Wow,
that's
you
real
moving
love
for,
right there.
for somebody?
Yeah.
I found somebody. I found the love of my life.
And look, Mano's still waiting for his, so he has hope.
Yeah. Hope is there.
Mano needs work.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Hey.
How you gonna win when you when you ain't right with things?
Hey. That sounded like a shot.
No, it sounded like she Batovia.
No, we love you, Mano.
Thank you, baby.
But you need work.
Thank you.
We
You gotta
see your
stop.
growth steadily.
He's
Yeah, I
a
mean,
fixer-upper.
we got to start from somewhere, right, baby?
That's right. And you're doing an awesome job.
Thank
Where
you.
you moving
Thank you
to?
guys this morning.
Where you moving to?
Charlotte, North Carolina, right outside of Charlotte, and it's gonna work. I feel it.
Yay! All right, well, congratulations. Check back in, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. That was Shine a Light. 800-292-5150 is the number in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we got to get right into the fire. We'll talk about this beef that's been happening all weekend. And it feels like Rick Ross is in his element now. He cannot wait to keep it going. But people are choosing sides. It's Way Up.
Going way up. Turn up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip.
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine's here.
Yes.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Mano's here.
Yes.
I'm glad we're all here because this is a very important day to talk about what is going on. Now, Drake, over the weekend, there was a track that came out. Our producer Dan sent it to us, by the way, and was like, I'm not sure if this is real or AI because everybody was speculating
That
on
was
whether or
AI,
not it was
right.
real.
Yeah.
But it is real. And there's a real version that got put out. Academics was streaming it live while it was happening. And so let's discuss some of the shots that were taken on here. Now, Future and Metro Boomin on the album We Don't Trust You and the song We Don't Trust You. Here is what Future had to say about Drake.
You a number one fan, dog. Sleep, listen, I don't understand, dog. Pillow talking, acting like a fed, dog. I don't need another fake friend, dog.
All right, so he called them a number one fan.
I didn't catch. See, I don't be
Sneak
catching
dissing,
these.
Pillow
subliminals.
talking, acting like a fed. I don't need another fake friend. Well, here is what Drake had to say briefly about Future.
I could never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand.
It's a good response.
That's not too bad.
That's a good response.
Yeah.
Now, Metro Boomin, of course, is at the center of all of this, right? Front and center. And so he had some words for Metro Boomin, too, quickly.
Get more love in a city that you from, Nick. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, Nick.
Whoa.
That's really funny.
Yeah, that's harsh. Make him seem like a worker. Like, just shut up.
Make some drums.
And just do your job. All right. Well, that was definitely a harsh one. Now, Kendrick, of course, everybody was talking about, and there were a lot of shots taken at Kendrick. I mean, he talked about his shoe size, being a size 7. I believe his
pipsqueak.
shoe size is a little like an 8 or a 9. But
Is that, are you, it's not a 7 though.
no, I don't think it's a 7.
Okay.
But, that's, a guy is shoe size 7. What's your shoe size, Mano?
10.
Okay. All right. In addition to that, he had some more shots at Kendrick. Here's what he had to say.
Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50.
Okay.
That was nice.
So SZA, of course, she got a little shout out and she responded like, now why am I in this? With that infamous meme. The Drop and Give Me 50, and he's talking about Top Dog, who is the CEO of TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, where Kendrick was signed before he went independent. Okay. And the Drop and Give Me 50 is referencing, I don't know if this is true or not, but Top Dog getting 50% of yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot of percent.
Anybody was wondering what that's about. Yeah, so we're trying to break it all down so everybody knows what's happening.
I didn't catch that.
Sheesh. Now, here are some more shots that Drake took at Kendrick, and J. Cole is also mentioned in this.
And if song y'all got to not start the beef with us. This shit been brewing in a pot now, heating up. I don't care what Cole think, that dot was weak as
Top Dog is in this yet again.
Okay.
Now, I don't know who called Top Dog trying to piece it up, but I don't know if he's referencing maybe J. Cole.
Probably.
Did that because he did have TDE performers.
Yeah.
At his Dreamville Festival. So not sure what that is, but he also alludes that this is just the beginning at the end of this to let people know that there's more to come. And DJ Who Kid, who is 50 Cent's DJ, he also posted a meme that said more coming soon.
He gave it to him first.
He gave it to Who Kid?
Because it has the Who Kid drop on it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're going to play Drake's full diss right now. And then after that, we're going to talk about Rick Ross, because that's a whole nother situation. Rick Ross did a whole diss record. Mano, you feel like he had this in the stash.
Yeah, I feel like he had it already.
But we'll discuss all of that. And you guys get ready to call in, because we want to hear what your thoughts are. 800-292-5150 is way up.
I said, let's get it. Let's go. Way Up with Angela Yee is back to set off your workday. Turn the music up.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here, and Mano is here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're trying to figure out all of the things that are happening with
Drama.
I mean,
I need a flow chart.
And Drake did have to put out a meme from Kill Bill, and Uma Thurman was like, let me know if you need some help. But he feels like everybody's coming for him now, but he definitely is responding back to everybody also. That song, and unofficially they're calling that song Push-Ups. And Rick Ross got some shots on there too. We didn't get into this yet because Rick Ross did a full response. So here's what Drake had to say on Push-Ups about Rick Ross.
I might take it latest, girl, and cuff her like I'm Ricky.
Okay, you got some shots there. Now,
got a little shot.
It wasn't so bad.
Rick Ross fired back very quickly, and he had a lot of things to say. And when Rick Ross goes at you on social media, he does not let up. I mean, he was calling him a white boy. He was talking about his BBL. He was saying that he got a nose job.
Yeah. He's calling him BBL Drake.
BBL Drake.
Yeah, he's calling him BBL Drake. And so here is some of what Rick Ross had to say on his diss track.
Getting bullied, don't walk up on me because the clip is fully. To get to be still, don't want to push me. I'm like, really, Woody?
All right, so this diss is called Champagne Moments, by the way. And in addition to that, he does also talk about Drake's alleged nose job, but Drake says he didn't get one, but we'll discuss that.
Ain't never want to be a nigga anyway. That's why you had operation to make your nose smaller than.
So he's saying that he unfollowed Drake because Drake sent a cease and desist to French Montana. And remember when French Montana was up here, he was talking about the song with Drake. And remember that?
What? Yeah, I can't remember what he said though.
Does French feel away
Put
about
it out later.
he said they're gonna put it
And
out
then
later.
wasn't Drake supposed to be like EPing French Montana's?
I think there's something about that. We need to pull that back up though.
All right. Well, Drake then put out some messages between himself and his mother. And it says, Obs, the internet is saying you got a nose job. You look the same to me in the kitchen today. I can't believe you would get one without me because you know I always wanted one. Don't tell me that you got tattoos without me and now this too. And Drake's response to his mom was, I would have got us a 2-for-1 deal if I went, Ma. It's coming from Rick Ross, the guy I did songs with. He's gone loopy off the Monjaro. He hasn't eaten in days and it's turned him angry and racist. He's performing at proms for money. It's bad. Don't worry, we'll handle it.
I like that part right there. We'll handle that.
He's so
I
sarcastic.
got that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, Ma. I got this.
That's your favorite part?
I like that.
That was his
Respect that.
response. And, you know, of course, Rick Ross went on his Instagram Live to say, I just realized BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. You have that? Okay, here it is.
BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. But anyway, big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece stock. We know what time it is. That shit costs 40 bands.
Oh my gosh. Jesus.
I mean,
Man.
what is going on
Carved
here?
out 6-piece.
He said he called his mommy on me.
Well, Birdman posted with Drake and said, I'm riding with you for life. I got your back, surprise party and Cash Money official. Okay. So, you know, everybody is linking up.
Ross went back after that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because him and Birdman
Ross,
already don't get along.
Yeah.
It's just crazy right now.
It's very active.
But it did make us forget all the women fighting. Now let's focus on you guys, all
Forgot
right?
about Diddy too.
Yeah, for
right
a
now.
second.
Diddy's like, yes.
Yeah.
No one's talking about me right now.
He's probably calling, but like, go ahead, go. But remember, Drake and Diddy got into it. Didn't Diddy slap Drake previously?
Allegedly, he did slap him.
Well, we want to hear what you guys think. 800-292-5150. I'm just giving you the information that's coming in. There's a lot more, but we want to hear what you guys were thinking over the weekend. Are you team Drizzy? Are you team Rick Ross? Team Kendrick? I don't know. Call us up 800-292-5150.
Vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Mano is here.
Great morning.
Yes, and we are talking about what is going on. The guys are fighting.
Drama.
The girls are fighting.
Now, Rick Ross has done a whole diss track aimed at
Drizzy.
And everybody is choosing sides. Now, Mano, you didn't think this was a new song. You feel like...
I feel like he had that waiting. I feel like Ross knew that this was going to get like this, and he just had it in the cut. Because if you look at how fast he posted it, it was like 2 hours later. I just feel like he had it
too fast.
Yeah, I just feel like he had it ready.
Okay.
And so he had said that he unfollowed Drake because of French Montana.
I think it's
he sent
deeper
a
than
cease
that.
and desist. But... You know, French Montana and Drake still appear to be cool with each other. They follow each other. So I don't know if French had a problem, and they've all worked together so much in the past. But not sure what you guys think. I saw some people are saying they thought Rick Ross did a great job responding. And you know how Rick Ross is. He's not going to let up.
Right. It ain't just the music.
It's not just the music. He's going to go on social media.
He's going to be live
He's going to go
nonstop.
live. He's going to be posting nonstop. And I thought that Rick Ross and Drake were actually more collaborating.
Right. I would have never seen this coming because I felt like they was like really cool.
Something else happened.
I feel like it's deeper than just the
Something
French
else
thing.
happened.
It's something else.
And I also saw conspiracy theories about, you know, Drake, when it comes to Kendrick, DMing Kendrick's now wife, who was then his girlfriend at the time, and he does reference Whitney.
He does.
That's Kendrick's wife.
That's a little personal.
You know, on his diss track too. But we want to see what your thoughts are about everything. There's a lot going on. Raw, what are your thoughts?
I'm rocking with Drake, man. Drake don't duck no smoke from nobody.
I like that.
Okay, that is true. At least he didn't just say, I'm not going to do nothing. He responded to everybody.
Yeah, he said, line them up.
They should have learned that from Meek. Because he could have got ugly for Drake with the Meek situation. He ain't ducked that.
Right.
You got to respect it.
Thank you, Raw.
Thank you.
Hey, Angel, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
So listen, we heard a lot going on. There's Kendrick, there's Rick Ross, there's Drake. J. Cole has removed himself. What do you think? There's Future, there's Metro Boomin. Who you riding with? Who's winning?
I feel like this is so messy. It's so random. Like, I feel like it's just been brewing. Like, they should have been saying something. This is very much sassy coming from Kendrick. Like, this drop was just very much sassy. And I'm so glad that Drake dropped and ate all of them up. I don't know what they're going to be able to say after this. Because he said he didn't even unleash the whole clip.
Yeah, you brought up a good point because everybody's like, where did this just come from? Out of nowhere.
It
So random. Like, we like, oh, you know, and then y'all dissing Drake?
Yeah, but like Mano said, it probably was brewing.
It was brewing, and that's what
the public. We just as music fans,
but my thing is, Kendrick has been off of the map for 365 days, and you decide to come back with a Drake diss.
All right, well, thank you for chiming in.
Thank you.
Hey, Tristan, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So what are you thinking, Tristan, about all these diss tracks and things going back and forth?
Man, Drake is the GOAT. I'm riding with Drake.
Everybody's riding with Drake.
Okay. What'd you think about Rick Ross's diss?
Man, you're just jealous.
Okay. You think he's just jealous?
Nobody's riding with Rick.
It's Drake versus everybody, so it's like at this point, he the underdog. How you gonna not root for the dog?
Yeah. It's interesting because on social media, I saw a lot of people riding with Rick Ross.
Yeah, of course.
I heard
Ross
that.
Really rap.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for chiming in, Tristan.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Gwen, what's good?
Hey, Angela.
What's good? What do you think about all the beef going on? Who you rocking with?
Well, I'm not rocking with anyone. It makes us look so bad.
Why?
I love it.
It's hip-hop. Hip-hop always had battles.
I hate it.
Why?
So she sided with J. Cole. She's on the.
All right, so you're with J. Cole.
Yeah, she's
Let
with
me
J. Cole.
ease out of
makes
this.
sense, though.
I do like J. Cole, though. Yeah, I'm J. Cole fan.
I ain't gonna lie, J. Cole might have did the best thing. Like, you know what?
I'm a exit.
Let me just
gracefully bow out. Yeah.
Hip-hop always been competitive. It always had battles. How you gonna say you don't like it?
If it's only about trying to get more exposure, I'm all for it if it's all fun and games. But if it's serious, I'm not liking that.
You don't want it to turn real.
No, at all. No.
Yeah, none of us do.
All right, well, thank you for chiming in.
I don't mind a little tussle, though.
Bye.
Yeah, tussle. All right. Well, listen, you guys, continue to call us up in case you can't get through. 800-292-5150 is the number. We'll play it in last word. You can also go on the iHeartRadio app and click that microphone and leave a message that way. And when we come back, we have Yeetie. And let's talk about Kai Cenat. This guy, I want to see what you think about this.
Okay.
If you got caught laying up in bed with somebody, didn't pay them the money you were supposed to pay them, and then they posted you online, can you be mad? It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's way up. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Mano is here.
Great morning.
All right, let's get into some Yeetie. I feel like all morning we've been talking about all the beef flying back and forth.
I love it too, FYI.
You do?
Yes. This is
Ooh,
content.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, well, you do have the Jasmine Brand. That's why this is great for business.
I love them to tussle too. I told you that.
All right, now Twitch streamer Kai Cenat has responded. There were some pictures and messages of him that were leaked, and he wants to take the person responsible to court, okay? And he told his viewers that he feels like this is, basically clout chasing. Here's what he had to say.
It's some dumb clout chasing weird ass going on right now, bro. And you know what's so crazy? Do you know that was in the beginning of 2023? I'll see you in court.
All right, so according to him, this woman who posted these pictures of him in the bed, this is old news, and this is from 2023.
Okay.
Here's what he had to say about what he did for even more revenge.
So, Layla, I have bought your domain. Every time somebody types in Kiara Rush, anytime somebody types in Layla Red, the first website that they will click on is all the lies you've told me, all the crimes you've done, all the dumb you just put yourself in to f*** up your life.
He's loud.
I know he was embarrassed too. He was looking so sleeping so peacefully.
I don't like the taking pictures of people when they sleep. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
Gotta pay that.
You gotta pay up. First of all, you need to be paid
up front.
Yes, you need to be paid up front, mama.
He denied the rumors that he paid her $5,000. He showed receipts revealing that the only thing he did was get her an Uber.
Okay,
that was it, and that Uber was $50, so that couldn't have been a black car. Okay. Now she has responded to his live, and here's what she had to say.
Ain't no finesse. You played your. You was supposed to pay me my other half to keep quiet. You did it. I hit you up. You didn't want to respond. You thought I was gonna take the little chump change that you paid me not to say nothing. No, I need all my funds. Oh, we taking people to court? I'm ready to take you to court, little P. Diddy Jr. You talking about you trying to sell me to one of your homies and all that? Don't forget about I got all that. I ain't even told them what you paid me for. I'm sure they'll love to know.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is getting very messy.
We would love to know.
Jasmine, see?
Okay, sorry.
You just said it was wrong. Now you want to know.
Well,
Which one is it?
It's already here, so it's nothing we can do about it. She's already done it, so we just don't tease us. Just give us the details.
Well, DM Jasmine.
All right, yes.
Okay.
DM the Jasmine brand.
All right, now Nelly has announced that Apple Bottoms is coming back.
Okay.
It's not a comeback, though, he said. Don't call it a comeback. Did you ever have them Apple Bottom jeans?
I think I did. I definitely had the boots with the fur, I'll tell you that.
I still have some. All right, and Megan Fox is saying that she's never had more people text her until after Love is Blind when Chelsea said that they look alike. If you guys watch Love is Blind and recall that Chelsea said that she's been told that she looks like Megan Fox, according to Megan Fox, she's saying that everybody was hitting her. She doesn't watch the show, but she did say in general nobody deserves to get bullied. She said, I don't think she deserved that. I think people went way too hard.
Right.
And she said, I did see a picture of her. 100,000% people have told her you kind of look like Megan Fox. So I believe she's telling the truth.
Okay.
And I hope she still has that sparkle in her eye. I hope the world didn't steal it from her. She said mine died long ago from being bullied for 20 years. So I hope that didn't happen to her. Best wishes and blessings.
Can I just say, when I squint, she kind of does favor her. Like, it could be her cousin.
It's just hard to compare yourself to anybody.
You just can't.
Like
no,
that.
you can't. Not on a TV show.
All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. And this is not good news. And we want to send some love to New Orleans.
Okay.
There was a mass shooting that happened overnight. One woman was killed and 11 others were injured just before midnight. And we'll give you guys those unfortunate, really sad details. It's way up.
In the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
And Mano is here.
I'm always here.
And let's get to these under the radar stories. And I do have to start with a really sad story. This is in New Orleans. Shout out to everybody in New Orleans. Unfortunately, there was a mass shooting, and this was at the Club Republic, NOLA, which is a really popular club. I've been there, many times.
Okay.
And 5 adult males and 6 adult women were among the people wounded by gunfire, and unfortunately, 1 woman was killed. Now, one person, Kelsey Holt of Nashville, said, I saw people pouring out of the club. I feel awful for everyone. And officers responded to the shooting. When they arrived, that's when they found one victim fatally shot laying on the sidewalk and other victims also with gunshot wounds.
Super sad.
So prayers to everybody in New Orleans, anybody who was affected by this. Really awful to hear that this happened. All right, and D.C. has ranked the hardest working city in the United States.
Of course.
New York City is number 99.
Of course.
I'm shocked. I feel like I worked hard enough for the whole...
You're not from D.C. though.
I've lived there for 20...
implant,
okay. You're right. I'm a transplant, not an implant.
Oh my goodness.
You can see what he's used to dealing with.
He didn't know what
implant
to say.
is crazy though.
All right, well, D.C., number 1 hardest working.
Yeah.
So shout out to you guys in D.C. All right, in Detroit, I mean, people are not happy about this Detroit Hollywood sign.
It's not a Hollywood sign. That's the problem.
It's supposed to be Hollywood style. They're calling it like a what's that, Temu?
Yeah,
Temu sign.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how to
they
say
put
it.
this up right here?
Yeah, it's a $400,000 sign, and residents think that it's really ugly. It's so bad that some people are even doing diss tracks about it.
Wow.
All right, here's what Cash had to. Here's Cash's diss track.
One thing I'ma do, I'ma state the fact. Fast ain't the sign that rewarded, you can take it back. Now here we go, thinking we about to get some real. Now they done order us a sign off f***ing wish.
Isn't that bad?
Why would they put it like this? See, the difference is in Hollywood, it's up high.
It's really high. You can't really access it like that. But Hollywood sign is not nice though. It's rugged and this looks new. You know, I think it could have been.
Why would they put it right there on the side of the highway like that though?
I don't know. It's a little spaced
It's for the
out.
people. It's for the people.
And I know they were trying to get ready for the NFL draft that's going to be happening April 25th to the 27th. They wanted that sign before the draft.
Oh wait a minute, that's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
And they have it.
All right.
All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. And you know, we do have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, from Super Freak, the Rick James story, we have Ty James Stokley, who's the lead singer for Mint Condition also, and Jakarius Johnson, who's the executive producer. Ty James, by the way, is Rick James's only daughter. This is going to be an interview you don't want to miss. It's Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
New Mano's in the building.
Always.
Yeah. And let's start off with some good news in Yee T. Shout out to our girl, Candace Diller Bassett. She is expecting her first child with her husband, Chris. This is something that she has been wanting for quite some time. She's spoken about it on Real Housewives. She's spoken about it when she was guest hosting up here. And here is what she said.
You always tell me how great I am with words. Surprisingly, though, when the time came, the perfect words just didn't exist. I am so ready to laugh with you for the rest of our breaths.
All right. So congratulations. Yes.
Can I just say something? She had 2 secrets she was holding when she came up here.
I know.
Sheesh, Candace, you're good.
She's good. She was holding them secrets.
Yeah.
All right. And speaking of Real Housewives, you have a secret that you were holding with your exclusive.
Yes.
Let's hear your secret.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, we broke the news that Robin Dixon was out at Real Housewives of Potomac. And the second person that's out is Nneka. She was the newbie on the show. She only lasted 1 season and she's out. So she won't be returning to the show.
That was quick.
Who?
Nneka.
So here's she didn't spend a lot of time on the show. You don't watch Potomac, but
I don't watch none of them.
She had a lot of conflict with
Wendy. Yeah. And people thought they were really going to get along.
Yeah, it backfired. It didn't work out.
All right. And Robin said, I will not be returning for season 9 of The Real Housewives. It's reality. The network did not invite me back. I was fired. For lack of better words, I will not sugarcoat the situation and say, oh, I'm walking away and this is a break or anything like this. This is a network decision.
I respect her honesty, right?
Right. Because, you know, she's...
Nothing lasts forever.
Right.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, everybody is so mean in the comments to all of the housewives.
I saw our
comments
favorites
today.
I was like, oh, shoot.
I was like, ooh, it all hurts my heart.
Tough crowd.
All right. And Gordon, in the meantime, was talking about his issues. And here's another secret that we did not know that we found out on the reunion. He also had been diagnosed as bipolar. Here's what he said.
I have been diagnosed with a mental illness, bipolar 1. And the difference between bipolar and bipolar 1 is really the degree of manic that you have. If there was a bipolar 2 or 3 or 4, quite frankly, I would have those.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a lot to go through. And I think we've all seen how his wife, Mia, their whole situation played out.
Yeah.
And
now it makes sense, though. It makes sense as to why it was such a hard, marriage and why she left and,
Right. Because it's a longer conversation, but that is...
that's
what
gist of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's why allegedly he was kind of forced out of his business because he was dealing with this, mental health issue that he was kind of in denial about.
All right, and I just want to end it with this great news. There's going to be a bronze Tina Turner statue built in her hometown in Bronzeville, Tennessee, where she was born.
Okay.
So shout out to that because I love me some Tina Turner.
Yes, you do.
I do. So I just wanted to make sure that we acknowledge that. All right.
A legend.
And that is your Yeetie. And it's a Monday. Now, there's a lot of beef going on in these streets.
Okay.
And so let's see what happens with this Monday main ovation. Originally, he was going to come at you, Jasmine.
He was.
I was going to go at you, but I'm going to give you a pass.
We need some positivity, but I cannot wait to hear what this Monday main ovation is all about. It's Way Up.
Be Way Up with Angela Yee.
Break them down.
More now. It's going down.
Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine's here.
Yes, ma'am.
But right now, it's all about that Monday
main ovation.
And
let me tell you, I don't know who need to hear this.
Okay.
I don't know who needs to hear this out there, but I'm going to tell you just like this, with a lot going on, war is sometimes good. War is good. Because war brings about a greater peace sometimes. Without a good war, sometimes we don't have the right peace. You understand? It's just like building.
You mean like
and
a war
destroy.
of words?
No, that's not what he means.
Okay.
I mean, war. Sometimes you got to. It can be a war of words.
Yeah.
It can be whatever. Sometimes in order to build, you got to destroy first.
No.
You got to out with the old, in with the new.
Wow.
So
I never heard war described that way.
Yeah, you have to. Sometimes war is good.
How do we know when war is necessary?
Right now, like in a rap game, it's necessary.
Okay. All right. Lyrical war.
Okay, this lyrical war is necessary.
There's a lot going on. See, it's a lot happening in rap game. It's a lot of war. That's war. War words.
So it's a lot of rebuilding, a lot of relationships getting shifted around.
Sometimes it's necessary because sometimes loyalty is displaced. Sometimes.
What do you do when people take subliminals at you?
I don't know. I don't understand those.
He slaps them.
That's when war is good.
Sorry, that's war is good. Because when you do that,
let me ask you this: you think slapping somebody is worse than punching them?
It's more disrespectful because the thing is, we need to find a better peace.
Okay.
Right. So sometimes it has to go there to find the greater peace.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
And of course, I mean figuratively, the war of the words, the battles, the hip hop
the
battles.
lyricals.
Yes.
That's
so
true right
just
there.
to be clear on what
Just
we're
to be
talking about,
clear.
we're talking about
Right.
all of this, the hip hop wars and the beef, because people have had issues with each other, and now it's all bubbling over to the top. People have been talking about subliminals for quite some time. Now everything gets put on the table.
But after chaos comes what? Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Clarity.
Calmness. There you go. Clarity is after chaos. So sometimes, even within yourself, sometimes you're going through turmoil, you're going through chaos, and after that, you find peace.
It's like when your stomach is bubbling and you
There
gotta
you
go
go. You
somewhere.
gotta let it go.
Afterwards, you feel like
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
strange calmness.
War
for me.
is good. Okay. Repeat after me. War is
No,
good.
Mano.
Figuratively. All right. All right. Well, that is your Monday Main Ovation.
Dan is having a heart attack over
Not
there.
sure.
Dan, what's going
Yeah,
on?
I don't think he means like bombing, like literally.
Nobody
He's
talking about none of that.
yeah.
We're talking about a lot going on in the rap game. That's why I was inspired by that. Drake, Ross.
Anybody you want to come at?
everybody.
You want to let us know?
I'm trying to figure it out. I was gonna go at Jasmine. You know
You know what? Go ahead, Dan. He's
Dan is over there. He's at war right now.
Yeah,
he's
he's at
turmoil
war right
within.
now. He's
red.
He is red, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is your Monday Main Ovation, I believe. And when we come back, Ask Ye. 800-292-5150 is the number. You can ask us, our award-winning advice givers on ice. But you can ask us anything. 800-292-5150 is way up. Everybody!
Everybody whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Ye.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine's here.
Yes.
Mano's here, the award-winning
Winning.
advice giver. And we have another Jasmine on the line. What's up, Jasmine?
Hey,
Hey, girl. What's your question for Ask Ye?
I've been working at my current job for like a little over a year, but during that time I gave birth, so I was like out for a couple months. I started back work and my check isn't checking like it used to. I have a kid now and I'm trying to figure out, how do I ask my boss for more money?
Easy.
What is it? Why is that easy?
Man, just go to work one day wearing all black and say, "Listen, sir, run me my coins."
No.
You can't just ask for money with
Jasmine,
no.
I want to say this though, right? I understand that like life is lifing and you have a lot of expenses. You can never ask for a raise because you need one. You have to ask for it because you deserve one. And that's what people respond to. And so I've been in situations before where I had to negotiate for myself, where I had to ask for a raise. And the main thing is to show what makes you deserving of a raise. What are the responsibilities that are on the table for you? And how have you been fulfilling them? Are you doing more? You can also let your boss know, look, you know, I know that I was out and I'm back and I've been doing X, Y, and Z, because sometimes your boss doesn't know clearly the things that you're doing in your everyday. Do you work from home or do you work in the office?
I work from home.
Okay, so that's why it's even more important for you to be able to show, look, since I came, here's what I've been doing, here's what happened, here's how I've improved these numbers. People need to see what the effects of the extra work or the going above and beyond you've been doing. And if it means that you have to take on more responsibilities, you can also let your boss know, look, I know that I make X, Y, and Z now. If I agree to do X, Y, and Z, or what can I do to make sure that I can get the salary that I want? And also have in mind, what is that salary when you're negotiating?
Okay, thank you.
Run me my coins.
I can't do that. I'm bad at
telling you.
confrontation.
And it's not, listen, and this is you saying, and always started off with, look, I enjoy what I do. I love this job. Here's what I've been doing. And make sure you have documentation to show that you're serious. Make an appointment just to talk about that. So that it's not just hey, you have time to talk right now. Let's set up an appointment. Let's have this conversation. If it's something that you can do in person, wouldn't be a bad idea. If not, you know, do it how you need to do it. But remember, it's never, I need a raise. It's I deserve a raise. And here's why.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
too.
congratulations on the baby. All right, take care, hon.
You too.
All right. All right, well, that was Ask Ye. 800-292-5150 is a number. And when we come back, we have from Super Freak, the Rick James story. It's a play. It's been going to cities near you. It was just in Brooklyn this weekend. We have Ty James, who is Rick James's only daughter. Stokley, who is playing Rick James in the play, but he's also the lead singer of Mid Condition. And Jakarius Johnson, who executive produced the play, all here in the building. It's way up.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and as a person who loves going to the theater to see Broadway plays, off-Broadway plays, plays in general, to celebrate that type of art, I'm really excited to have the team that is behind of and in front of Super Freak, the Rick James story. Here with me today, we have Jakarius Johnson Entertainment.
How you doing?
All right. We also have Ty James, who is Rick James's daughter, but also the president of the estate.
Yes. What's up?
And we have Stokley, who is starring in the play, but also you know him from Mint Condition. So first, let's talk about Super Freak, the Rick James story. It's a play, just to be clear. And so people can see this. The play's been on tour. I know you guys were in Detroit. I actually heard a lot of things about it from when it was in Detroit, and that it's very, not censored, let's just say, because you can't have a Rick James story and censor that.
Yes, absolutely. We have to give it to you real and raw, just like he would like it. And I think we've definitely accomplished it. So,
Jakarius, what made you decide to get on board as executive producer?
Well, met Ty, and Ty is fantastic, just an incredible human being, and most importantly, her passion about her father's legacy. And the more I read about him, the more I realized that we really don't know the man. He was relegated to kind of a Dave Chappelle skit and an award show statement. The truth is, he was so much more than that, and that's what this play with music, I would call it more of a musical, because it has all his hits in it.
Right.
It uncovers the man, the journey, the conflict, and everything that he embodies.
Right now, we are talking to Ty James, the daughter of Rick James, Jakarius Johnson, executive producer of Super Freak, the Rick James story, and Stokley. He's playing Rick James, but he's also the lead singer of Mint Condition. Stokley, I've read some amazing reviews about you playing that lead role, just because of the abilities that you have. For you, how intimidating is that, though? Because it is Rick James.
A musical hero. We were just talking earlier. I'm like, man, just so thrilled about this whole experience, and it's been amazing.
What would you say has been the most challenging part for you?
Diving into just trying to embody the character, the essence. You're trying to get, because, he's an amazing, you can never play a person. He's his own thing, own island. So you get as close as you can in trying to just embody, like I said, get the essence of what he was.
And there's also a lot of other famous people who crossed his path that are going to be featured in this play when people see it as well. Clearly he had a hit song with Smokey Robinson. He also wrote Eddie Murphy's whole album, and everybody knows that infamous story about how that was a bet with Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. $100,000 that he couldn't put out some music, and then he went right to Rick James, and Rick James wrote Eddie Murphy a whole album. You know how crazy that is? Did Richard Pryor ever pay that $100,000? Do you guys know?
That's a good question.
Right.
Party all the time.
Right.
All the way to the top.
That went up.
Ty, tell us some Rick James stuff, because I feel like, there's things that maybe you learned while on this journey, even of doing the documentary, that you were surprised to find out.
So for me, it's just always a learning experience when it comes to my dad, because there were so many facets to him. I would like to just emphasize the fashion and just the vulnerability that he gave to men to be able to explore themselves freely.
All right, we're talking all things Super Freak, the Rick James story. And when we come back, Ty James is going to give us some insight on what it was like growing up as the daughter of the iconic Rick James. It's Way Up.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and we have Jakarius Johnson, the executive producer of the musical Super Freak, the Rick James story. Also, Stokley, he plays Rick James. He's also the lead singer of Mint Condition. And Ty James, the only daughter of Rick James, and she's also managing his estate. And you have some early memories too. I mean, I remember seeing that you would like step over women in the
Oh gosh. How embarrassing at like 14, 15 years old on the way to school, walking over like naked girls, but like it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've been partying all night. I was like, oh, it's been a wild night. I gotta get to school. Excuse me.
So what were your early memories of him? And then like even dealing with your mom, and then I'm sure she probably had a tough time being a woman, you know, dealing with Rick James. What are your memories of that?
So he didn't come into our life until I was preteen, like 12, 13. My mom, she kicked up dust early. So that's how they really met, because my mom did all type of things that, you know, we're not going to even talk about on air. You can come and see it in the play. Yes. But long story short, they met at an orgy. So let's just start
Okay, let's start there.
And you can imagine the outcome.
She's a
And they share 2 children, so they're, you know, with serious love, and I'm very, very proud of that. But, you know, he had to do what a man has to do, and sometimes when you're chasing your dreams, you have the freedom to leave, you know, the home, you know, and then it's just the woman's responsibility to make sure that the kids are coming up. So, you know, I had to do a lot of forgiving in my heart on both behalves, because I'm mad at her, because like, wait a minute, this man is a multimillionaire. We live in the hood. We live in the ghetto. Like, you better go get some.
Hello, right?
Yeah. And then, you know, with him, it's like, how could you abandon your family?
Right now, we are talking to Ty James, the daughter of Rick James, Zacharias Johnson, executive producer of Super Freak, The Rick James Story, and Stokley. He's playing Rick James, but he's also the lead singer of Mint Condition. What was it like when he did come back into your life?
Basically from like rags to riches almost. That knock on the door was definitely life-changing.
Right.
We were literally whisked off to New York in the next couple days.
I can't even imagine what that must have felt like for you.
This man didn't even know who his kids were because he hadn't seen us. So we had a flight attendant, you know, accompany us on the flight. So I see him looking around like, because of course we know who he is, but he don't know who we are. It was really, really crazy to going outside and it's like, pick a car.
Now, earlier you guys did bring up Dave Chappelle. So, gotta ask you, those Dave Chappelle sketches with Charlie Murphy talking about Rick James. You know, we love them. Did you find them funny?
Oh my God. My dad and I would sit on the couch just cracking up because it's not just that. It's so many of those incidences that have occurred, and that's real life. That's really how they interact with each other. These guys just walk up to each other, bow, slap, like, dude, are y'all serious? Like, my dad has messed up multiple things in Eddie's home and just like, oh yeah, I tore that up. I'm like, yes, more than the couch, y'all. We done killed the faucet out front. It was always something, and you know, through that they found comedy.
Yeah,
they had a dynamic that you can't even, is irreplaceable. Like the love they have for each other.
All right, now how can people find out these dates so they can go see Super Freak, the Rick James Story?
They can go to superfreakrickjameslive.com.
This is Ty James on IG.
I just want to say you are so beautiful as his daughter. Like I see I see his features, but beautiful. Like just to see you and see how you're handling business. We love a boss woman. So
likewise, you are amazingly beautiful too.
Yes. Congratulations on the show.
You had me asking if I like girls. I'm like, oh, she cute.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. Honestly, like I really appreciate it. Make sure y'all go back, check out the documentary, and then also go see the play when it comes to a city near you or travel. That's a nice trip to plan around to go see it with everybody.
Love that.
You can watch the full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Ye. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone. Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard. What the word is. Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano's here.
You.
Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm always here, and I'm always glad to be here.
You're never here.
You're so much more fun on a Monday than Mano.
I know I am.
Yeah, we're having drinks.
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, you guys, thank y'all for tuning in as always. Also, if the Super Freak Rick James Story musical comes to a city near you, make sure you go and check that out. So thank you to our guests today, Zacharias Johnson, Ty James, who is Rick James's daughter, and Stokley, Stokley, who is playing Rick James in that musical. Also, shout out to my girl Chantel from the D.
We love Chantel.
And the Clever Curation Group. She has a new show that's a 2B show. It's called Center Circle. And it's their newest performance platform. So for all of you people who love Detroit music, make sure you check that out. Congratulations, Chantel.
Yes.
And Mano, you good?
I'm great.
Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Why not?
All right, just want to make sure because tomorrow we have to get
we
swabbed.
don't know if everybody's going to be here.
I'm definitely going to be
We're
here.
getting swabbed tomorrow for African ancestry.
Yay! I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, so there you have it. All right. And you guys get to have the last word because it's all about you. I cannot wait to hear what you guys have to say about all of the beef between the guy rappers.
I'm here for the whole Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, all them beef. Like, this is what we needed right now. We need the men to stand up, get it in. J. Cole, you not out of it. Pull you back in. Let's get it.
Hi, this is Roberta from Minneapolis, and I was just wondering, like, all these people are always fighting all the time, and it's so silly. Like, is it even real? Do you think they're just making it up, or are they really fighting? It's just so crazy.
Going way up with Angela Yee.